April 6th, 2018, Friday. I actually recorded this before and then inadvertently cut it off halfway through. So I just started over again. Um, Last one of these was a question of new path needed, and this is a bit more of a definitive whether I need the new path or not. I probably should try to start carving a new path. I need to at least modify my path. Sorry, I'm watching all of our cat tree. She just bolts up, bolts up the thing, but she said to climb up it this time. Sorry. Maybe the lighting flickers because I'm watching the Hall of Fame right now. It's a great award they're giving out, but I don't need to hear what the person has to say about it. So yeah, last time it was about me wondering if I needed a new path and being very frustrated that I went into work and being on vacation for a week and finding that nothing that I had laid out had been worked on, aside from one project that had gone to live. That was it. Automation was a bit in the toilet. Regression that I've been working on had stayed stagnant. Yeah, I've had more and more reminders of various things that kind of get to me about my job. The open floor plan, having to sit right next to my manager, so all the wildfires come roaring through right next to me. All of the various comments and all the jokes that my coworkers are going to keep making about stuff, and it's old hat by now. And it makes me almost worry that they're taking it quite seriously as they should. Um, So it's been a good week. I mean, I know I'm valuable working with somebody over at shop. We've gotten the automation I mentioned a moment ago almost done. It's probably at a point now where I can maybe take it over and finish it, maybe, depending. Um, and it was review time. Got our review, and this at first looks like, oh, I didn't do good. I would like to improve on. Thing is, that dust was actually done sometime in February, not long after I lost my mind again, and I did have things to improve on. The manager had said that this was definitely a bit out of date, and that I had improved massively since then. And the genie had been kind of let out of the bottle some time ago that I, um, I don't love the job a lot. I have my issues with it. I will occasionally wonder if I should do something else. Pretty much my manager knows that I don't love this with all my heart and soul, but he gives me credit for, hey, I have things I don't like about it, but I'm cutting through it and I'm doing my best to deal with it. So that's something. I think I made a nice 2% raise. It's not gonna give me like another $500 a week or anything, but it's something that adds up. Gave me a little bit more breathing room at least. And I was told of the great things I'd done and how valuable I was, and it's great to have it all reaffirmed. Um, but I think this past week has just shown that I need to be a bit more proactive about my past. because for it's like 25 years it was a clear-cut next step. There was a definitive next thing to do. The next grade, the next class, get a job, get a car, move into my own, etc. It was all very clear-cut. And then it stopped. I didn't have a definitive next thing to do. And to some degree I stalled. I tried to do Twitch and YouTube, I tried to do it again, and I had work start to become not fun at all, and all of that, and I stalled. And I had several times just desperately wanting a change of some sort, so I moved. You know, and the reasoning, I think, still truly was I wanted to see if I could get away from high rent, get cheaper rent, and now rent plus utilities I'm paying keeps it being about or even more than I was probably paying in my old apartment. Of course, my old apartment had the air conditioning go out. I probably should have just stuck there and said, hey, it's not working at all. And I don't think it's just how the apartment's laid out. It's like I shouldn't even have it on, which would make it pointless. And I think that but I remember what the AC unit looked like, it was starting to rust. It looked old. It probably needed to be replaced badly. But I digress. I was desperate for change. And I probably could have, and definitely probably should have tried to fix it a lot better than I did. I suppose that's kind of where the last couple of months have come in. I had yet another project become an albatross around my neck, and it torpedoed me. I started getting locked in routines again. Then I finally started to get help from the BetterHelp site, which I should probably maybe mention my therapist tonight, tomorrow, something like that. And at least tell her, hey, I've done pretty well. I was pretty frustrated earlier this week, but I worked through it. But I think I have a new path that I'm going to get to here momentarily, probably. Getting the better health therapy, and then also alongside that, I also started paying for a wellness plan for Olive. That combined, got close to about $300 more out of my budget, and that torpedoed my budget. I couldn't keep helping Chris like I was, and I hated having to cut back. And I thought that I had my budget laid out to where I'd be able to take a few months of red ink, let's get some black ink to counteract it, but I may not have calculated that quite right. So I need to cut back on it again, but BetterHelp like me as much, and this raise is coming in, and Chris has said that things should be getting better on his end at some point, and then he should at some point get a job anyway. Of course, I'll accidentally interrupt this video again. So it might still take a few more tweaks after this, but my budget can be back in good standing again. It doesn't help that I kind of burnt through most of my tax refund on most of the stuff I didn't actually need. Oops. But I've got a budget file. It's the Open Office, or LibreOffice equivalent of an Excel file for a budget. With this is my income, this is this expense, that expense, the other expense, it adds it up, and for credit cards and for loans and all of that, so I have hope on all that. But again, I might need to maybe shear off a little bit more about what I can assure Chris. Maybe. I hope I don't have to, but we'll see. But again, I think I want to give him an advanced warning of. I don't want to drop it on him. I think I'm supposed to meet with him tomorrow, I think, for a bit more money, I believe. I'll message him tomorrow and ask if he still needs money or not. He also called me yesterday, and apparently it wasn't direly important, or he got out for whatever it was. He didn't call me or text me after that. All at work. Anywho, so, yeah. I think these past few months have really made me see that I need a new path. And then having the week off and just kind of relaxing and not doing anything and getting to things when I want to get to them. And a little bit of maybe wandering around. You could argue a little too much, but anywho. Doing all of that, I'm guessing we also did this past week, especially, has really awoken in me how much I need to truly, deeply, honestly reevaluate my path. Because for right now, I'm still been kind of just moving forward, and something will happen eventually, I guess. And that's not going to work. There's so many other things that I've taken my time to make my own. I live by myself in apartments now, those two of them that I've done a majority work of looking for. My car, might have found them, but I still picked it out. But it's been my car. I've been taking care of it. You know, I've got Olive and I'm taking care of her. You know, I bought myself a new TV, I bought myself a new laptop, this camera, this streaming mic that I'm using, this love seat. I'm doing a lot to say I'm now making this my own. Nobody has had to help me. This is mine. I've done it. My job is the last thing. And I'm contributing to it. The automation existing as it does is a byproduct of me. I was a guinea pig when the framework was being built by Javier. That, you know, it all thankfully is gone. But it's been gone for a long time now, which is great. I digress. I'm responsible for arguably the most important site. And I'm on the Scrum team for said most important site. I am a major cog and linchpin of the automation and QA team as a whole. I'm happy with that. But this is a job that I just pretty much just randomly fell into. I'll Olive. I probably need to do what I can to start maybe just trying to make money in a way that's more something that I would want to do. The reason I got into programming was because I wanted to make video games. I am not against doing that still. But I know I also love talking about wrestling. I love history. It's funny that I'm just naming two things that would have been career paths that maybe I would have picked without my dad saying stuff. I don't say that my dad forced me into all this isn't all on him at all, but I mean, making video games really is the thing that him and me shared, and he's just the programming thing, and Not really. Not really just living where I am now. And I need to take that next step. Whether it's making videos about wrestling or about other stuff. I'll talk with Deanna about us maybe trying to do this YouTube thing together. I'll have any idea of what channel we would do. Probably need to meet with her in person at some point. Not this weekend, because this weekend's WrestleMania, and plus there's probably not a chance in anything that she'd be able to make any time this weekend anyway, because now's the weekend. So, I have to be sometime next week or the weekend after or something like that. Just, meet up for dinner and start talking about it there, then go somewhere else, talk about it some more, whatever, I could go to wherever and do it, I don't care. I'm more than willing to meet her somewhere and not have her come all the way out here. I have no problem with that. And try to lay out some sort of a plan, an idea of what does that look like. Is it all going to be one channel? Is it going to be a litany of channels? Is it going to be we do a joint channel, then we both keep doing our own thing on our other channels? Do we just what does it look like? I'm not sure, but I'm excited to figure it out because it's a new thing, it's a new challenge. I know that I can do my current job, but I know that it's probably going to require a lot of, it's going to require enduring a lot of storms. And I can take pride in it, but it's kind of the question of what you want your legacy to be. And I don't know I want my legacy to be all about what I've done. I'd love for my legacy to be that I made a few dollars off of YouTube talking about wrestling or video games or history or whatever it might be that this YouTube thing may become, if it becomes anything at all. I really want it. No, you know what? No. This is going to become something. I don't have all the details laid out, but I want to do something with this. I have some resources to use to make this happen. I'll have to be okay if it doesn't become anything, but I won't be okay if I don't say I tried my very, very best, which is the key thing. I need to put forth everything into this. So me and Deanna are going to try our damnedest with this. I don't want to try this for 3 months and then just have it fall off. I want to keep on it. I don't know all the details, but I'm going to meet with her, and we are going to figure something out. Time for a new path. As scary as it might be, as hard as it probably will be, it's going to be worth it, no matter what.